Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing these 4 little cards, and we've got cerulean blue, Prussian blue, sap green light and this cobalt violet, and they are Kuretake paints, and we've got a size 10 brush and we're just going to have a little play with some paint. So I've wet the page and we're grabbing the paint, we're grabbing the green and just sloshing it on the page. Wherever it goes, just let it be free, and just adding a bit of blue there. Doesn't matter if the colours mix. This is a wet on wet technique, so I've wet all the squares one at a time and then just putting that paint on top. So I'm finished with the first square, and then I'm just going to grab some more water for the second square and grab some of that lovely vibrant violet. Doing the same, just sloshing on that paint, getting real nice thick layer of colour down. Grabbing the green now and just adding that, and then adding some of that blue in the middle there. Going for the lighter blue just to add a little bit of colour in the middle there, and I like the way that looks. So going on to the third one, slosh the water on, get that nice and wet, and then going for the swooping kind of marks that I'm using with the 2 different kind of blues, and then moving on to the green and adding some colour just behind there. You can see where the blue has granulated and is coming down the page. I think that looks really good, and just adding a bit of green there to define those shapes. Okay, now I've forgotten to put my water on. So this is a wet on dry technique. So interesting to see whether it makes any difference. Added the purple, added the green. And the page is just a little bit drier, so the paint isn't moving as easily as it would until I put that blue on. So I've let the paint dry, and now I'm going to go on to another layer. I want to get some good colour going on, so I've just added some colour there, and now I'm doing a bit of mark making. So I've just got the side of my brush and just pressing it down onto that page to make these lovely marks. Continuing with the blue and putting a little band there and another band of colour here, and then grabbing the purple and doing the exact same marks that I did on the first one, using the side of the brush, bringing those marks down the page, not worrying where they go. So for the third one, grabbing the green and doing some squiggly marks down the page, and then layering up on those blue lines just to give them a bit of depth. Moving on to the fourth one, I've got the purple and I've done a lovely thick line there, and then grabbing the green and I'm doing side marks there just down the page. Using the same brush, I'm just being a little bit more delicate, and I get a bit of a smaller mark there. To make even a smaller mark, I've now moved on to a smaller brush. I think it's maybe a size 5 brush here that I'm using. I'm just adding some little round circles in those blue marks. A few little squiggles down the side of the page, and some further embellishments with the green paint just where I feel there is a need. So it's best to just stand back, have a look, see what you think, squint your eyes a bit, and usually you can work out where you need a bit more colour. Moving into the second square, and I've grabbed some more of that lovely violet and I'm just outlining those shapes just there. Moving on to do a few little dots here and there wherever I feel, and then I'm going to do some little round circles at the top left hand corner, just because I feel as though I need a contrast of colour. So going back for that green, outlining where I've already outlined. I've waited until it's dried just in case those paints touch each other, and just outlining those purple marks. So then moving on to the third square, still utilising the green paint and just mark making on top of that blue border. And still using the blue paint, I'm now circling those green marks just to make them pop off the page. Some little line embellishments just because I think they look cute. And then some little dots on the right hand side because I don't want that area to feel left out. Moving on to the fourth square, and I'm just using the side of the brush and having these bands of colour across those purple marks, and then some little dots in these green marks here. Adding some stripes at the page and then going for some lovely little bubbles on this left hand side. And then when I finish with that, I'm going to grab some green paint and just make some marks there over that purple. You'll need to let your paint dry and then grab some acrylic paint pens. I'm using white, but you might want to use a different colour, but I just wanted to brighten up the dark areas, so I'm utilising those dark areas and mark making over the top. Adding some lines within lines there, so sometimes dots within dots, or sometimes going completely opposite, so across in circles. Whatever comes to mind, just let yourself be free and do how you feel. Again, sometimes it's good to just stand back from your piece, have a look, squint your eyes, see what's needed, and then come back to it and embellish further. As you can see, this is so easy to do. I hope you get the opportunity to give it a go. And if you like this, maybe you'll like and subscribe, and then you can catch up with all my new videos that are coming out. Or maybe you'll leave me a comment, let me know how you get on. I thought the purple band of colour needed a bit more highlighting, so just adding that white paint pen just on some of the marks there. And then just adding some dots here and there just to embellish it further. This is so calming, this kind of art. It really gets you in that mood where you just feel completely lost in your own thoughts, not thinking about your worries, and just feel really relaxed. So this art is really, really good for you. Sometimes I really don't want to stop. I just want to continue going on and on and on. And I can overcook quite a few of my paintings, but it doesn't really matter, does it? It's just about having that fun time and enjoying yourself. So I've heated up the tape. All that sticky glue is nice and warm so I can peel it off without any problems. And I'll just pull this up to the camera before I cut it in a moment so you can just see those marks. So I've got a cutting board and a sharp knife. If you're going to use a sharp knife, please make sure that you ask an adult if you're under 18. Otherwise, just be really careful. I have cut myself a couple of times with my little craft knife. So yeah, be careful. So just cutting off the edges using the ruler there, and I'm going to bring them up to the camera so you can see each and every one. I really, really love this blue one. I think that's one of my favourites, and I quite like this purple one. But then again, I quite like this one too, so who knows? I don't know. They're all pretty nice. So I hope you get to try this. I think you'll really, really enjoy it. I know I did, and thank you so much for spending the time. I really appreciate it, and I hope to hear from you in the comments. Okay then, have a great day and see you soon. Bye.